sign out loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
From the home of the reigning Super Bowl champs, we are inside a sold-out and absolutely rocking Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Check back 21. Me and you all day.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second and very short, Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Double dog, that's the way.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He juked him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. let's go.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check the hot read. Shift. Over. Easy. Roy. Wait for the end.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
No such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Regular. Slam. When he hits.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, let's go. All day, dog.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Hey, kill. Hey, 47.
Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike 21. 47. I know he ain't got it. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Rivers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Now, how many times have we seen that 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman? Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
23 yards on the play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here we go. Let's go. Tight end line. Tight end line.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, here we go. Pick me up. Here we go. Tight end. We're going to 53. Tight end's on the ring.
To throw is Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
72. Let's go.
Now a play fake. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's got some space here. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
I'm coming for you, son.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
Hey, Alabama. Strip that ball. Hey, Delta. Check. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get ready. Hey, 66.
On play action, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Brady, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Hatchet.
From the 38, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watch out. We're going to 54. Why in? Check 25.
On 1st down, Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Pass and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra point. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing on first down is Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
We better not.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, go 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Switch it, hey. 25
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Vandy, Joe Williams, with a pick. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Brady to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Prescott dancing to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Pollard, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Dorsett. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he will not make it into the end zone, but a flag down here, and I think they're going to get another shot at this. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 13. Check 13. Quick the edge.
They'll run for it with Michelle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's baby stop. Rush in. Ozzy.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Alert.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get in like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got this down to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
They'll run it. This is Michel. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ozzy. Showing it. Tight dog.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Mike, hey, goal 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their time.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
53! 54! Mike, 54! Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godwin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Third and 4, and this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise.
51, Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. He's still barreling through. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Prescott forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Shadow.
To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Brady, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going to 53. Check 24.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Rivers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Check it, reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
at the 34-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift, shift, shift.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Michel. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Patriots, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. That'll do it for us.